Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Chemistry with GS. Today I will explain some of the important topics which are expecting to come in the board papers, right? And these questions are: what is solubility and what are the factors which affect solubility? So the solubility is defined as the amount of a solute in grams dissolved in 100 grams of solvent to get saturated solution at a particular temperature or at a given temperature is called solubility. So solubility is defined as the amount solute dissolves in 100 gram of solvents to make it saturated, right? So what is saturated solution? So saturated solution is that solution in which no more solutes dissolves and the more solute dissolves and settle down at the bottom of a solution. That solution is called saturated solution, right? So this is very important questions. Now, what are the factors which can affect solubility? So the following are the factors which can affect solubility. Number one, temperature. So the solubility of some substances increases by increasing temperature. If you increase temperature, the solubility of some substances are increasing, and the solubility of some substances decreases by increasing temperature, right? If you increase temperature, the solubility of some substances decreases, while some solubility of some substances is unaffected by temperature, means the solubility of some substances are not affected by changing the temperature. So take for example this graph. So if you plot solubility on y-axis and temperature on x-axis, so we get this graph, and you see the lines which goes up. The solubilities of these substances are increases by increasing temperature, such as sugar, KNO3, NaNO3, NaBr, KBr, KCl. The solubility of these substances are increasing by increasing temperature, while the solubility of cesium sulfate Ce2SO4 whole thrice is decreasing by increasing temperature, while the solubility of NaCl is not affected by increasing temperature. So as we have explained, that the effect of temperature on solubility, the solubility of substances such as sugar, KNO3, NaNO3, NaBr, KBr, KCl are increasing by increasing temperature, while solubility of cesium sulfate Ce2SO4 whole thrice is decreasing by increasing temperature, while solubility of NaCl is not affected by temperature because its line goes straight. It goes neither above and it doesn't go down. So its solubility does not affect by increasing temperature. Now, the next one is the pressure. The solubility of solids and liquids is not affected by changing the pressure because they are incompressible. So solids and liquids are incompressible as compared to gases. So the solubility of solids and liquids are not affected by too much by increasing pressure or decreasing pressure, while the solubility of gases increases by increasing pressure, right? Number three, nature of solutes and solvents, right? So like dissolves like means ionic or polar covalent solute dissolves in polar solvent, while a non-polar solute dissolves in non-polar solvents, means polar will dissolve in polar and ionic substances will dissolve in polar solvents, while the non-polar substances will dissolve in non-polar solvents. Next question is differentiate amorphous and crystalline solids. Give examples. This is also important question, and it comes as a short question in the chemistry paper. So the solids in which particles are arranged in three-dimensional shape or space and have a geometrical shape are called crystalline solids. Examples is sodium chloride, diamond, graphite, ice, etc. So if the particles means atoms, ions or molecules are arranged in three-dimensional space or shape and have a proper geometrical shape, so those substances are called crystalline solids. Example is sodium chloride, diamond, graphite and ice, etc. Amorphous means shapeless. So the particles which are not arranged properly in three dimensions and are called amorphous solids. Example is glasses, rubber, plastics, etc. So if the particles means atoms, ions, molecules are not arranged in three-dimensional space or shapes, so those substances are called amorphous because they have no geometrical shapes and they are shapeless. Example is glasses, rubber, plastics, etc. The next question is also very very important, and that is what is allotropy, and give three examples, right? So when an element exists in more than one crystalline forms, the phenomena is called allotropy, and the different forms of the elements are called allotropes. So allotropy is also very important when an element exists in more than one crystalline forms. So this process, this phenomena is called allotropy, and the elements are called allotropes. Now the examples are allotropic forms of carbon. So there are three allotropic forms of carbon: diamond, graphite, and buckyball, right? Number two, allotropic forms of phosphorus. So allotropic form of phosphorus include red phosphorus, white phosphorus, and black phosphorus. Number three, allotropic forms of sulfur. So allotropic forms of sulfurs include rhombohedral, monoclinic, and plastic sulfur. This is important question. Is a short question in the chemistry paper. Next is what is sublimation, and give examples. Sublimation, the conversion of solids directly into gas without converting into a liquid. So if you heat a solid, it directly goes to gas and no liquid is formed, right? So the conversion of solid directly into gas without converting into liquid is called sublimation. Examples are iodine, sodium benzoate, ammonium chloride, etc. So this is also very very important question. Is a short question for the board paper. So what is sublimation? The conversion of solids directly into gas without converting into liquid is called sublimation. Examples are iodine, sodium benzoate, ammonium chloride, etc. What is molarity? This is also important. Another question, short question, this is what molarity. The number of moles per dm cube or liter of solution is called molarity. The number of moles per dm cube or liter of solution is called molarity, and it is mathematically expressed as capital M stands for molarity. So is equal to number of moles per dm cube of solution. So this was about what is solubility, what are the factors which affect solubility, what is allotropy, right? What are crystallines and amorphous solids? So what is sublimation and what is molarity? And some of the questions will must come in the board paper. So please memorize these important questions and subscribe my channel that you get update for the next coming video. And thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.